his stock plummets, and why I think that's great news for advertisers like us. Okay, so welcome to this live stream, welcome to this video, welcome to this whatever it is that you're watching it right now. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Hernan Vasquez with ScaleDriven.com, and ScaleDriven would help entrepreneurs, business owners to scale their businesses using paid media, paid advertising. And one of the channels that we use for that is Facebook ads, and why I think this is fantastic news for anyone paying attention. All right. So first off, let me actually share with you guys an article that I was reading before we jump into the actual content. So as you can see here in this article, it's from The Verge, TheVerge.com. It says, Facebook lost daily users for the first ever time last quarter. Okay. So what this means is that Facebook's actually in the decline when it comes to users. All right. Which is the first time in forever. So this paired to the fact that a lot of advertisers are pulling their ad dollars and putting it into other networks. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. All right. But what happened is that Facebook, released their quarterly results, and everyone started losing their mind and selling the stock and whatnot. So basically, basically Facebook lost $328 billion in a matter of minutes because everyone was jumping ship. And, after that, I started seeing a lot of advertisers complaining, or a lot of people complaining on Facebook on, why Facebook is being unjust and unfair to them, right? Like bad Facebook in terms of, oh, they're not treating us right. They're increasing their CPMs and all of that stuff, which I think is nonsense, to be honest. And I do think that that's a great opportunity if you're paying attention. Here's a couple of reasons why. The first one is that whenever it's a market correction, one of the drivers of Facebook stock value is how much money advertisers are spending. All right. Whenever you see a drop in spend, a couple of things happen. Number one is that we get better treatment as advertisers. All right. And that happens no matter what you're advertising, that will happen. Okay. It happened to Google, it's happening to Facebook. So that's number one. You get better treatment as an advertiser. Number two, inventory frees up, which is great. Guess when inventory freed up, guys? During the pandemic. And guess what? We freaking killed it during the pandemic. So whenever inventory frees up, because a lot of people are jumping ship, I get super excited because you know what? You guys can go advertise somewhere else. I'm going to buy all of your guys' inventory at a discount. All right. So that's that. So I think this is great news. Like when everyone is complaining about Facebook, we can go out there and acquire new traffic at a discount. So this is great. Okay. This is fantastic. And I get a little bit excited. So I apologize about that. Number one. Number two, we get better treatment. And number three, here's the deal when it comes to traffic sources and social media platforms in general is that, or traffic sources in general, they don't really disappear. They don't really disappear. If you think about it, there are still people advertising on TV. There are still people advertising in newspapers. There are still people doing direct mails. And guess what? Those traffic sources, they get put in value. They get added value as time goes by. Because right now, if you think about it, everyone was doing direct mail, right? Now, and then email came up. So now everyone is doing email. Guess what? When you send something to your clients on like an actual snail mail piece, they go crazy because it's awesome, right? If you pair, which you can right now, if you pair your advertising campaigns with connected TV, guess what? It's mind-blowing to your customers. So I don't think that platforms disappear. Everyone is saying, oh, Facebook will die, Facebook will disappear, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that's the case. Because people are still doing ads on TV. People are still doing ads on radio. They're crushing. People are still doing ads on the street, like billboards, and they're crushing. So the main point is this, guys. The main point is that channels do not really disappear. They just stabilize, if you would. They have their prime, and then they stabilize. So if you want to, here's what I would recommend. If you want to go test TikTok ads, which everyone is now TikTok is all the rage because it's a new platform and they want to lure advertisers in. That's why you're getting cheap CPMs, but this is not going to last. Okay, this is not going to last. When TikTok gets their ads platform position, they're going to jack up CPMs like they did. Back in the day, you can have a couple of hashtags on Instagram and you would reach hundreds of thousands of people. That's the name of the game. You can still go viral on TikTok because they haven't adjusted the algorithm yet. Okay, you can still buy cheap traffic on TikTok because they haven't adjusted the algorithm yet, which they will eventually once they get their market share that they want. All right. So the main point here, guys, is that everyone is jumping ship. Everyone is going to YouTube, and then they'll come back to Facebook because Facebook is now treating advertisers better. And they'll go to TikTok, and then TikTok will get inflated, and they'll go back to Facebook or YouTube. So traffic moves, and traffic dollars, they move around. Okay, I've seen this 6 times or 7 times during my career. Traffic dollars move around. So the reason why I think this is great is because, again, we get better treatment. We get to buy everyone's traffic at a discount, which hasn't happened till the pandemic. And again, a lot of businesses went broke, but a lot of businesses grew during the pandemic. In fact, I was servicing a client. We were spending $3 million a month on ads during the pandemic. All right. One of our best case studies, which you can get at scaledriven.com, you can read it. He came to us because he didn't think that we could make it work during the pandemic. He had his best month ever during the pandemic. Okay. So this is like a second pandemic. I don't know. But the main point is that this is great news. Everyone's jumping ship. Whoever doubles down on Facebook's going to win. Like this happened with the crypto market. Like 10 days ago, it tanked. Everyone that didn't know that they were doing, they were selling like crazy. The guys that knew what they were doing and they understand the technology implications of crypto, they kept on buying, right? And I'm not a crypto expert, or I'm not an investment expert, so don't quote me on that. But they kept on buying because they understand the implications, technological implications of the technology. All right. So this is the same thing. I think this is fantastic news. Every time price drops, every time stock goes down, we get better treatment, we get better reps, and then they get cocky, right? And then everyone moves out, and then the cycles continue. All right. So do me a favor, launch some ads on Facebook, launch more ads on Facebook, get more traffic at a discount, because CPMs are going down because of this thing. All right. CPMs are going down, which is not something that happens a lot. If you want to implement ads on other networks, fine by me. Go to TikTok, go to YouTube. That's fantastic. It's great that you want to try. They should be part of your marketing mix. And if you need help with your advertising, if you need help scaling, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, Google, LinkedIn, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you advertise where your customers at. That's what matters. All right. That you advertise where your customers at. If you want a younger demographic, go advertise on TikTok. If you want a more mature demographic, advertise on Facebook. If you want a 30 to 40, 28 to 35 demographic, go to advertise on Instagram. If you want buying decision females, go advertise on Pinterest. That's the deal, right? So it's not, you don't have to choose. That's great news. You don't have to choose. We don't have to choose. This is such a great time to be an advertiser. This is such a great time to go out there and acquire traffic. Okay. So if you're advertising on Facebook, spend more money. All right. Because now you can acquire a lot of traffic on Facebook at a discount. And I was saying this during the pandemic, right? Like this is the time for you guys to double down. All right. The same happened again with crypto. This is time for you to double down on Facebook. So if you need help doing anything of this, just go to scaledriven.com, schedule a call with my team. We're more than happy to help you out. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's going on with your funnels. If Facebook is not working for you, we can turn it around. We've done it several times for many clients. We turned their campaigns around, not because we're geniuses, but because we understand the value generation of these Facebook as a traffic source, but also many other traffic sources. Okay. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Do not fret. Everything is looking fantastic. All right. Again, go to scaledriven.com, read that message. If it resonates with you, schedule a call with my team, and we'll see if we're a good fit. If we're not a good fit, we'll tell you. If we are a good fit, we'll tell you how we work. It's going to be pretty awesome. So have an amazing rest of your day, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye-bye.